How is everyone?
Good, thank you.
I think we're up now. The sun in the garden, so that's, things are looking up.
Pink now.
Can everyone hear everyone okay?
You guys are quite quiet, actually.
Platform 1's quiet.
Oh, do we need to talk? Is it better if we talk into the
yeah.
mic?
That's
yeah. We'll have to share.
Tennessee Twin, you're quite crackly.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can just do some adjustment in that case. 1 second.
Either that or you're both malfunctioning robots.
You never know.
It's been known. Okay, let's bring it down to there. Let's see how that goes. Is that any better?
Try talking again.
1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello.
Still a little bit crackly.
All right. Let's bring it down a bit more. Then.
Yeah, it's not like a distortion crackle. It's like an interference crackle, if that makes sense.
Wow, well, that is strange.
Because I've got YouTube.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe, you never know.
I don't know why I'm watching it on there and watching it on here.
You guys all look great, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm in the conservatory because we've got a young boy. He's only 1.5. So when I do these things after bedtime, I have to come and hide in the conservatory. It's getting really cold in here as well. It was like really hot earlier, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just have a t-shirt on." And then now I'm like, "Whoa!"
Oh, yeah. We did the same. I was setting up earlier, and it just suddenly occurred to me that I was setting up, and there was loads of light coming in the window. I thought, hang on a minute, by 8:30, it's going to be dark out there. so to throw a couple of lights up just at the last minute.
Where's everyone from? Is anyone? I'm Burton-on-Trent. So.
We're from
Lovely.
West Wales.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Where are you
We're
guys
from Cambridge.
Nice.
And we're down sort of on the edge of the New Forest.
Oh,
That's where my sister lives. Whereabouts in the New Forest
Awesome.
are you?
So we're Fordingbridge currently, which is kind of near like Ringwood or like
Yep.
sort of
Yes.
that kind of area.
Yeah, that's where my mum lives, and my sister lives down in Bransgore, so not far from
Oh,
you
cool.
guys.
Yeah, really close.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to? We've been starting these things top left starts, and then we go around clockwise. So becoming branches. If you guys want, if you fancy it,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
knock yourselves
Awesome.
out.
Cool. Okay, we're going to start with a song called "Take You Home."
Too long, for too long it's been going on. I know that you want to be free. You're wasting your life away. Please know that you should be with me. And now I hear you say, oh no, please don't go. My heart is saying one thing, but my head doesn't know. And everything seems better when you're steady by my side. Put your hand in mine now. Can you feel me holding tight? I see you needing love, and my heart's all yours. Can I take you home tonight? Oh, let me take you home tonight. Running, she's running you down again. Please see that she's no good for you. And now I hear you say, oh no, please don't go. My heart is going crazy, but my face gotta show that all I've ever wanted is you steady by my side. Put your hand in mine now. Can you feel me holding tight? I see you needing love, but my heart's all yours. Can I take you home tonight? Oh, let me take you home tonight. holding tight. I see you needing love, but my heart's all yours. Can I take you home tonight? Put your hand in mine now. Can you feel me holding tight? I see you needing love, but my heart's all yours. Can I take you home tonight? Let me take you home tonight. I'm gonna take you home tonight.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Lovely.
that sounded
Little Mr. Inside.
That's really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you
Really
very much.
good.
We do actually
So-
have a third member here, but we can all fit in the camera. So Hannah is also singing and playing the piano. If you heard the extra.
We thought you had a ghost.
We thought, okay, there's either someone off screen or there's a backing track or something's going on because there's definitely a piano there somewhere.
Yeah. So we are squeezed in between my TV and my sofa, and then so there was no way that we could fit Hannah in as well. So she's behind camera.
I think Hannah
Hello,
needs to
Hannah.
speak to her union rep about this.
Hannah would rather be over there.
Oh, perhaps towards the end we can get her to kind of lean into shot and so we can say hello. Were we just
What,
saying that,
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, sorry, Craig. I was just going to say to Becoming Branches, Victoria just said you've got a slight a sound of another duo that we know actually
Yeah,
locally.
they're called False Colours. I don't know if you've ever come across them. They're starting to become fairly well known. But yeah, got very similar sound. We'll have to introduce you.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
They're great, lovely couple.
Cool.
I just wanted to ask what interface you're using, because the quality of the audio, especially considering there's like two instruments and two vocals, it comes across so well through the stream,
Yeah,
which
it's
can be lost a
amazing.
lot.
Oh, cool. Thank you. So I'm running into a little alto mixer, which is our kind of standard live mixer, and then I'm just running main left and right from that into a Focusrite two white or whatever,
Wow.
2-channel Focusrite, and then into the laptop from there.
Oh, so you do the work before the interface. That's probably explains why it's so good. Oh, brilliant. Good thinking.
Oh, cool. Glad it's coming over okay. Cool.
Yeah, wicked.
So-
Who's next? Oh,
I
me
guess it's you
next?
guys.
The
I was
next
about
song
to
will
ask
be
you guys.
performed by Platform 1.
God, I'm really
Platform 1
nervous.
for the next song.
So where did you guys get your name, Platform 1?
Oh God. When we first started playing together, we did this like small competition in our hometown, and we got another gig from it. And they were like, "Oh, you need to have another name because we're brother and sister." So we were just calling it the Brother and Sister Band. And then we kind of just came up with Platform 1, didn't we? As like a new beginning of I don't know.
Started the journey, I suppose.
Yeah. So, yeah. And it's kind of stuck, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay. This song is called Too Soon. Are we calling it that? It's new, so we haven't really named it, but we'll go with that one. Ready? 1, 2. Oh, I start anyway. I can't tell where to go from here, it's not clear. So I'll start again, like we should, but we're not near. And I miss the land that I understand, uncomplicated. So I'll take some time to unwind, I'm disappointed. Too soon to say, too soon to come and stay. And nobody knows when this will all go away. I'm stuck here and everything's delayed. And nobody knows think I'm glad that I've had this time. Is that fine? And I know I sit and overthink, but those thoughts are mine. And I miss the places that I know, but they're still there. And when the time is right and things are fine, then we can go back there. But it's too soon to say, too soon to come and stay. And nobody knows when this will all go away. I'm stuck here and everything's delayed. And nobody knows. Just want to be back at home on a warm summer's day. Forget if I ever felt bad in any way. I want to be outside and talk for hours with you, even if there's nothing new, nothing new. But it's too soon to say, too soon to come and stay. And nobody knows when this will all go away. I'm stuck here and everything's delayed. And nobody knows.
Yeah, that's lovely. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Really atmospheric. I love that.
And that was
Oh,
new,
thank you.
did you say?
Yeah, that was like the pandemic song. We've just actually recorded it for our new EP. It sounds
Lovely.
really weird playing it without drums and stuff, but yeah.
We find that when you first write it and when you first demo it, it tends to be very acoustic and voice or two and then an instrument or two, and then you put it out, and then you, obviously you do the whole band version, and then you put a single out, and then you come to play it back again. It's like it changes because
Yeah,
in your
it
head when you're
does.
playing it, you can hear the other instruments. Nobody else can.
Yeah.
But I think it does change the way you play it. Maybe
Yeah, it's-
rhythmically a little bit.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think we found that with all the songs we've done, especially we've added violin onto some, and every time I play those songs, I'm like, there should be violin. Where's the violin?
All right.
I think though, if you've wrote it on guitar and you're playing it on that, it still has the raw beauty of however it was born.
Yeah, for sure.
I know what you mean when you can hear in your head, but I think to the listener, they're hearing it as a performance for what it is. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
it's a different way of hearing the art, isn't it, as opposed to listening to it in a lesser format, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like our friend, we're friends with Sarah Yo. I don't know if you know her, and she's had various albums out, which are all full band albums. But all the people that come to see her regularly just see her and her guitar, and they're requesting that she could just release an album of her.
Just
because
that.
they liked the songs, just her and her guitar,
Yeah.
which she's just done, and everyone absolutely loves it because it's how she sounds to them.
It's great acid
Yeah.
test, I think, for a song. If you play it just a single instrument and a voice, and it still makes some sense, it's still worthy of listening to it, and obviously it emphasises things like lyrics and stuff like that, speak out a bit more perhaps, and yeah, great. way to
Yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
Yeah. I guess we should play a song.
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying listening. Sorry.
So I think we're going to start with a song that we put out as a single last August. I wanna say.
Yeah, in the middle of lockdown.
Yeah, speaking of which, it started out like this, then had a whole band, and now, because of what's going on, it's playing back like this again. This is called Every Story.
town girl. Everyone adored her. Met a city guy with a smart suit and a chauffeur. She fell for the promise that he made, and now she lives a big town life charade.
Weekend tourist broke the house in Vegas. Every hand he played, his luck was more contagious. He left town with a wallet full of gold. At least that's the story visitors get told. It's like a rainy day on a beach in California. Your first love ends in heartbreak and no one warned you. It's a gospel church without the sound of glory. I'm telling you, there's two sides to every story. Makes toast for his baby brother. Hanks for washing out for their alcoholic mother. Written blood for the family he cares for. But the neighbors think he's just the kid next door. It's like a rainy day on a beach in California. Your first love ends in heartbreak and no one warned you. It's a gospel church without the sound of glory. I'm telling you, there's two sides to every story. Don't believe the news or every story you are told. Just because it glitters, it ain't gold. It's like a rainy day on a beach in California. First love ends in heartbreak and no one warned you. It's a gospel church without the sound of glory. I'm telling you, there's two sides to every story. I'm telling you, there's two sides to every story.
That was really lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, lovely. Well done.
Oh, it's a while since we've done that one. I was like, remember the words, remember the words.
Wish I had.
You won't say anything about that.
Oh dear, oh dear. So Craig, you're in the hot seat.
Well, I'm not. It's cold. But, that was lovely harmonies. How long have you two been playing together? Are you married?
Well, no.
Or together? Not.
We are together, yes, absolutely. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so did you meet as a couple and then start playing, or did you start playing and then the other way?
Yeah, we met a long time ago.
A year that we won't disclose.
Yeah, it was, yeah, had a 9 in it. Yeah, we met a long time ago in a studio. And we just worked together on and off over the years on various projects. And then we started doing this about 5 years ago.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah, just one of those things. We met so long ago, everything was in black and white then. It was just one of those.
I'm
kind
sure
of
it wasn't.
things.
Yeah, we're totally older than all you lot.
It sounds good anyway. Sorry, I wasn't being nosy. It's just
no.
interesting to see like the what started first.
Yeah, we're going to ask that question to these other guys too in a minute. Well, we already know Platform One, my brother and sister.
Yeah, so
so
don't
that's
ask them that.
We don't have
That's
to
really
ask them.
I just realised I'm the only one on my own here, haven't I?
Oh.
Right.
We
Yeah.
can sing some harmonies in the background for you.
I'll play a song. This is a song called Marmalade Machine. It will be on my debut album. But I was originally hoping to release it in November, but I think I was going to release 2 singles before it, but I might release 3 now, and then release it next year in February. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I don't know. I've definitely got the first single, which I'll play later. and this is a potential for another one, but I don't know yet. This is called Marmalade Machine.
Chariots of fire roam along my steel rail. For too long now, I wanna venture on my way. Certified joyriding drovers in my custom limousine, yeah. Petticoat designer lampshade with a cocktail magazine. In my marmalade machine. Candle teapot wrote a sanction on my grave. Red pedestal of my heart is beating all the same. Bandy blood on wooden lectern lay across leatherine. All my life's a roller coaster as I doctor with the queen. In my marmalade machine. Marmalade, you golden thread. I could be anywhere. Marmalade, you golden thread. I could be anywhere. Constitutional golden staircase. Child sentiment so clean, yeah. Burning sun I see before me on a chandelier that's so weak. In my marmalade machine. Marmalade, you golden thread. I could be anywhere. Marmalade, you golden thread. I could be anywhere.
There we go. Marmalade. Thank you.
Someone's got to ask, and I'm gonna be that person.
I was going to do the same.
Yes, one of us was going to ask. So, Craig, tell us what that song's about.
Jam.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's not at. I wrote it when I was on Brick Lane in London, and I'd gone down there to write some stuff, and there was a really cool old American car went past that was like a orange, metallic orange. So that was like the Marmalade Machine.
Okay.
And all the other bits of the song was as I was sat in this pub. I had the whole song structured, but I didn't have the lyrics, so I went down, got the train down to London to get drunk and get some inspiration. So I just sat in a bar for about 5 hours and wrote it, and then got the train back home.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a great story.
I was really pissed as well when I got home. Like, really bad. But yeah.
One or two good curry places on Brick Lane as well, as I recall.
Yeah, well, I went to Brick Lane for the bagel. It's the bagel that took me to Brick Lane. There's 2 bagel shops next to each other, and they do a hot salt beef bagel. Even though I'm vegetarian now, so I wouldn't have one. But at the time, I was eating meat. And so I got on a train and travelled 115 miles to go and get drunk and get a bagel.
For good food and good beer. What more do you need?
Yeah.
Honestly, don't blame you, to be honest.
All right, I guess we're back to you guys becoming branches. How did you get your name? Because that's not a run-of-the-mill name either.
Cool. So we kind of wanted something alliterative. Is that the right word? Like when it begins with the same letters, yeah. And we just kind of floated around a few ideas, and I suppose like coming from the New Forest, I suppose trees and branches was kind of on our minds a little bit. Our first ever gig we were called Jazz and Friends, so you know at least we've now been upgraded. We're part of the band. We're not just Jazz's friends anymore. So. By the way, I'm very aware that we keep looking like we can't look at you guys in the eyes because the laptops, so you guys to us are down there, whereas our camera is obviously up there.
We're the same.
So
We're the same.
We just feel like it looks like we must be really shy and can't look anyone in the eye, which we are, but so
Very awkward.
Well, I mean, you're saying that, but you've got somebody hiding, like.
Yeah, Hannah, come on. Come here.
When it comes to shy, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Hannah needs to come and say hello. So,
Come this distance, and you won't be too close. There you go.
Hey.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Hannah chose to be there herself.
Cool. So we've got an EP out, which we kind of released just over a year ago, but then obviously we launched it literally the week before the pandemic hit, which was obviously brilliant timing. So we have obviously not been able to do all the usual kind of things to promote it and things. But it is out there. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. We have physical copies, as Jazz just showed. So yeah, if people want to check us out, that'd be really cool. Give us a like and a follow and listen on Spotify and stuff like that. It'd be awesome.
Did you say that you released that a week before the pandemic began?
Yep. Yeah, so we had our launch party on the Monday, and then it was literally,
Was patient
really- it was
zero
really great
right
timing.
there, wasn't it?
Has the WHO investigated your EP release yet?
So yes, but this song is on it as well. It's called Under the Waves. It's a bit of a sad story. Do you guys want a sad story or not?
Yeah, why not?
Somebody sounds very excited about a sad story.
The song always has to be a slow sad one, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So it's a family friend who was a deep sea diver. And one day something went wrong and he got the bends. So lost all of his short-term memory. So like literally to be able to remember things, he had like a notebook which was his life that he used to write things down. His house was incredible. It was literally covered on the walls in post-it notes and stuff like that. And so then but obviously his rock throughout all of that was his wife. And then his wife died. So then it got even sadder. Sorry, Jack, are you okay? So yeah, and then it's kind of all about that really, but how kind of everything seems right when he's back under the waves, literally under the waves, deep sea diving. So it's called Under the Waves, and that's what it's about, really. Sorry, sad song.
We're going deep sea diving, 100 leagues beneath. Deep sea diving, just my love and me. No judging eyes, no earthly ties, is how it's meant to be. We're going deep sea diving, just my love and me. Ooh. My mind's not what it used to be. I have to write things down, forget what I went off for, so turn myself around. Posting notes everywhere to help me through the day, but everything falls into place when we're under the waves. We're going deep sea diving, 100 leagues beneath. Deep sea diving, just my love and me. No judging eyes, no earthly ties, it's how it's meant to be. We're going deep sea diving, just my love and me. I struggle in conversation, forget what I have said, repeat the same old stories that are echoing through my head. But just as I am ready to give up and walk away, you take my hand and whisper, let's go under the waves. We're going deep sea diving, 100 leagues beneath. Deep sea diving, just my love and me. No judging eyes, no earthly ties, it's how it's meant to be. We're going deep sea diving, just my love and me. My love and me. My love and me. The sea. But I am lost now that you're gone, taken before your time. You're with me though in spirit, and I feel you by my side. I try to live the best I can, while away the days, until the day we're reunited under the waves. We're going deep sea diving, 100 leagues beneath. Deep sea diving, just my love and me. No judging eyes, no earthly ties, it's how it's meant to be. We're going deep sea diving, deep sea diving. We're going deep sea diving, just my love and me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That was
Oh, thank you, guys.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing. And I think it's one of those songs that is going to be beautiful whenever you hear it, but if you know the story first and then hear it, it's, you know,
Then you
another
cry.
level. Yeah.
That's just it. I'm never sure whether to tell it when we do gigs and stuff because I don't want to bum people out in the middle of a gig, really. So. it's
Oh no, I think you should. It's such
Yeah.
a yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Really
you know what?
totally allowed.
Sometimes when I find at gigs or when some people play stuff, like if they've got a sadder song, they apologise for it sometimes. Oh, sorry, this one's sad. And it's like, no, don't apologise for it at all. Like, because well, let's be honest, most songs, most of the best work of many artists come when they've been in a dark place. And but I just I'm going off on one here, like, but you know, never tell the story. It's a story that should be told, and it only enhances the lyrics that it's got. So, you know,
If you think
bum
about,
them out.
If you think about, you know, I think Yesterday is still the most covered song in history, and that ain't a happy song. You know, it is, isn't it? It's the stuff that connects with people. It tends to be very, very super happy or very, very super sad. You know, it just touches people, and that one certainly does.
Yeah, I completely
Lovely.
agree. It was so nice, really good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ready? This is a bit of an old song. It's called Misconceptions. It's written about forgetting all your problems and then going out and having a good time, which you can't really do right now. But it did used to apply. Yes, this is called Misconceptions.
Misconceptions, so many questions. Some sitting, thinking, drinking helplessly. We're trying to sort out our problems uncontrollably. So let's go out and relieve some of this pressure in the hope of finding someone who can make us feel a little bit better. So where did it all start to go wrong? When curiosity mixed with stupidity, and now we're all slowly spinning out of control. And all the signs say no, but something still tells you to go. Let's go out and relieve some of this pressure in the hope of finding someone who can make us feel a little bit better. Misconceptions keep holding on, and all the signs say no, but something still tells you to go. Misconceptions keep holding on, and all the signs say no, but something's still telling you to go.
Lovely job.
Thank you.
A little bit of a hint of the cranberries in there, I think.
Oh, do
Yeah.
you know what? So many people say that.
I couldn't decide what bit of it, whether it was your voice or whether it was the melody, or could be both. I don't know.
People say that, like, a lot of people say the voice, don't they?
Yeah. We don't hear it at all.
No, I do love the cranberries though. Like, we both love the cranberries. But thank you, I guess.
Oh, no, I tell you what, if you haven't seen it, there's a series on YouTube called Tiny Desk Concerts, and if anybody hasn't seen it, just the most amazing things on there usually are there. The Cranberries one is just fantastic. The Brandy Clark one is also very good, and Chris Stapleton on there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, every single one of them's good, but
The Taylor Swift one is good as well.
oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Right.
Jim was out for me on that one.
You're not.
I'm not really a fan. No, but
No.
anyway, moving on.
I'm not a fan, but you can't help but enjoy the NPR. A great song, Platform One as well. Sorry.
Thank you. I was just about to say I'm a huge Taylor Swift
we're
fan,
both really
but
big Taylor Swift
but I didn't actually like her Tiny Desk. I didn't
Oh.
like it.
Oh, didn't you? Oh well,
Maybe
I
she-
didn't like your song then. Fine.
We'll agree
I'm
to
joking, I'm
disagree.
joking.
Maybe she's one of those people that just works best when you've got the full production, the stadium show, and all of that thing. I don't know. I've not watched enough of her stuff to decide that, but
It's because you're not 15.
no, I'm not. Anyway, yeah. So this song, this was our last single. Actually, we put it out in February. I'm gonna say.
Maybe? I
Yeah.
can't actually remember. That's really poor of me, isn't it?
And this is kind of a bridge song. It's sad in one way and not in another. In as much as we wrote it about that
That's
time.
not confusing.
It's not
at
confusing
all.
at all. No, we wrote about that time when you've had a bit of a Barney, and you've sort of gone to opposite ends of the house, and sort of huffed to yourself for a while. And then you realise it comes to that point where you realise someone is going to have to say sorry, or at least like put out the olive branch, you know. So that's what it's written about. It's called When We Move.
I could reach out my hand and touch you, but a river of our words keeps us apart. I could make the first move and hold you, or let time tick and take your heart. The barrier is strong, the fences are tall. We'd rather stand our ground than start to fall. But then we move in closer. I feel your hand, your whisper. The movie's happy ending, heartbeats that are blending. When we move in closer. I lay there and watch as you go. Can I show you I can still be enough? I reach out and let you know. Don't let anger be bigger than love. We take a tiny step, speak the softest words. Too many corners we've turned to lose it all. But then we move in closer. I feel your warmth, your hand, your whisper. The movie's happy ending, heartbeats that are blending. When we move in closer. When we move in closer.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you.
Sorry about the croaking. That wasn't attractive.
That was really nice. Who is the first one with the olive branch?
Oh, it varies.
It does vary, doesn't it? Really. Mostly me, probably.
Depends who's feeling most guilty on the day, I suppose.
Whoever's been loudest when we're in the argument, probably. It's usually whoever's been loudest.
That was a really nice song. So that's out there to hear. That was your single, so we can get that on Spotify and that.
Yeah, you can get both of those on Spotify,
And we've
actually.
got Sarah Jory played steel.
Pedal
version
steel
as
on that
well,
one.
so
Yeah,
That was lovely of her.
we've been writing a new album for, well, we'd got
Forever.
about 2/3, 3/4 of it as we went into lockdown. We were just about to go into the studio with the rest of the guys that formed the band and record it. And obviously, you know what happened, but we did carry on writing. We wrote a bunch of more tunes, and I think actually the tunes that will end up on a slightly different set than we originally intended. We released every story out with the band all recorded remotely, which was fab because neither the drummer nor the bass player nor the lead guitarist had ever recorded at home before. So it was, 50% work, 50% learning how to use your computer. But, it was everybody chipped in. It was all good fun. And we've done some of this remotely already, and we'll just dive straight back into the studio when we can do that.
See, I'm doing my album at the minute, and I've recorded before. I was in a band for about 10 years and did stuff for them, but I prefer working on my own at home on a lot of stuff as opposed to being in the studio, because I find in the studio you've got the pressure of time, and time's money, and it's like anything. If you're a runner or whatever, some mornings you wake up and you don't want to run, so you just don't go. And it's the same. I find the studio is more that you've got to perform when you get there, but you could wake up and you're like, I can't be asked for this.
So we have a bit of a mixed approach actually, because we have a studio here and that's where we are. So we can record everything but drums, and get something we're happy with here. The only thing we can't do is drums sensibly. We have done it in our hallway as an emergency thing on our last EP, but so we tend to record at a studio we know quite well, but only do the rhythm section. So we do bass, drums, lead guitars, rhythm guitars, and that gels it together really well. But like you say, you have to kind of say, right, it's got to be that day, and everybody's got to be on form, otherwise, who knows.
So I'm only using the studio for drums and piano, and everything else I'm because I've put a mobile studio together, and so I'll be using that.
Yeah.
For I'm going to be using it for getting a lot of the other musicians as well, like the brass parts and the strings, just because I want to just have a different approach. Plus, I arranged a lot of it months ago, where you couldn't really pinpoint everyone arriving at a studio because it just weren't going to happen. So it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Is that song in that same sort of format as your single? The slower version with a bit more stripped back, or?
Yeah, the actual one we recorded, it wasn't supposed to be an album. It wasn't supposed to be a single at all. And we wrote it last year, and we started recording the sort of guide parts for the album, and there's about 2/3 of it now is just wanting last touches and instruments on, and the rest of it we'll go and crack out the rhythm sections. But that song wasn't supposed to be, and then we were in touch with Sarah Jury and said, look, we've got this song we want pedal steel on, would you be interested? And she said, send it on down and we'll have a look. And she sent it down, and she immediately came back and said yes, and which is fantastic. And then when we heard what she'd done with it, it was like, oh, that's not, maybe that's now. it just gelled everything together now, and a bit like we were at Platform 1 was saying earlier on, we hear the pedal steel in that now all the time, but literally the recorded version is the two vocals, acoustic guitar, bass, and pedal steel, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think it needs much more, does it? I mean, that sounded lovely, but
thank you. That's what we felt in the end.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm just curious to know how everybody else has found writing and being creative over the last lockdown year and stuff, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, when it started, it's like, oh, this is great, I'm gonna have so much time to be able to write stuff, and I sat down and it's just like nothing. Only actually within the last couple of months I've actually started writing again, really. So just curious to know if anyone else kind of felt
I think
we didn't really do much writing, but we decided we were going to do a lot of recording. That's kind of been our aim.
Yeah.
In the course of lockdown, we got furloughed for 5 weeks, and we're like, okay, we need to actually this never happens really. Well, it never happens, so we need to actually make use of the time. So we kind of sat down and came up with a big plan.
Which we did stick to, didn't we? And then we were in Bristol at that time, but we've moved back home to West Wales now just because the pandemic. So, but yeah, we did kind of stick to our guns. We said we've always wanted to record an EP, but like we've always just said like have no time. Like even though we had the studios like to be able to record at home, like you guys, we were just like, no, we're working, haven't got the time. We want it to sound like this. Haven't got the right people, but then we just thought, let's just do it, and we have managed to do it. It's taken us a long time to record 6 songs, man. Like, oh my god, it is going on. We still haven't finished, but
we're almost there.
We're nearly there.
We're getting the mixed and mastered now, so it's there basically.
It's basically there.
We would I have to tell you, I think we exactly like you guys in as much as the first few, we thought the same thing. Brilliant! We'll sit at home, we'll write, we'll record, it'll be an artistic sort of, heaven and all this kind of thing, and then just, life gets in the way, And before you know it, it's Friday again and you haven't really done anything. Anyway, but one of the things that happened to us is we started a Sunday afternoon stream session with Sarah Yo and Donna Marie, and we challenged ourselves to perform a cover each and an original song each. And after the first couple of weeks, we just thought, wouldn't it be actually kind of cool if we wrote a new song every week? Which was a great idea at the time.
Yeah, 6 weeks in it wasn't.
No. we ran 14 weeks in the end. So some of the songs that are going on the new album came out of that.
And some we won't play ever again.
And some of them we'll never see again in the light of day. But it did put us, the worst I think we had sat there on Saturday night for the Sunday stream. We wrote 2 songs. Ish, went to bed. Yeah, we both woke up in the morning and we're like, both a bit grumpy. And I said, "Do you like those songs?" And we're both like, "No." So we ended up starting and I think we finished at 11 a.m. that morning. We finished it in about an hour, and it went out that afternoon for the first time. And it's going to be on the album too. Weirdly, it's one of the ones that worked really well.
See, it sounds like you've all had a different lockdown to me, because I'm self-employed. I run my own business making fitted furniture. Oh. And I only set it up a couple of years ago. So my earnings were not like my profit once the tax form, as the self-assessment's been done, has been near enough zero. So the self-assessment, the self-employed grant that I got, it was just peanuts. It was literally did nothing. So apart from the original couple of months where no one worked at all, last March and April, I got back to work in May, and then I've just, because I'm still allowed to go into people's houses for work, I've just worked through because I've had to.
Yeah. And
my wife was on maternity still for a fair bit of it, so she wasn't on a lot of money. So I've seen some people have had. It's just the whole lockdown has been different for many people, and with the baby, it's like you can have plans. I say baby's 1.5 now, but you can have plans to do something. But he rules the roost, man. If he he's been teething a lot, so we go through that on a night, and then I sit there, when he has his afternoon kip the next day, and I look at my guitar, and then my eyes are just like, yeah. But that said, though, I've still been, I've had the most creative patch for the last probably 2 years that I've ever had in my life, and songs just keep coming out, which is just brilliant.
That's terrific.
Yeah. But I think that's because very quickly, my new album, I'm working in conjunction with the mental health charity Calm. I've got a commercial partnership with them, and they will be getting all of the profits from the album and the single sales and streams, and that's the streaming revenues forever. So if I get it on a film in a few years and people start streaming it, that will always go to Calm, because I had my own mental health illness years ago, about 5 years ago now. Well, I've still got it. You don't just get rid of it. But about 5 years ago is when I was very poorly. And it took me probably about 3 years to be able to get back to a position where I could work. And so I wanted to do something. And what brought me to that bit? But yeah, so I've been doing a lot of work on that project itself. So I've been getting a lot of musicians. I've got lots of different musicians, and trying to make the project like a national project, as opposed to just putting a single out to make the most visibility for it. Anyway, so as I got better, and my creativity came back, and it just hasn't gone, because I think like mentally I'm in a better place than I've ever been.
Terrific.
And that I think I was basically in a high level management role on the railway, and you kind of get lost. You lose who you are in these roles. You can't, not everyone, but you can do. You chase the career, and you're always looking for that, and thinking that the big car and what it says on the name badge was what life was about. But I've just forgot over the years that life was actually about me and my wife and my family and my friends. So I found that out in the end. And since I've got that, like creativity wise, it's been really good. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going on. I'll actually play you a song. But as you can tell, I don't get to see people that often and and talk to them, so it's really nice. But I had so the album is like probably 2/3 of it are songs that I wrote as I was getting better. So they're songs that came from illness, hence why I wanted to do something with them more than just putting something out. I wanted to try and use them to be good for other people. And then this song, sometimes you find it when you're putting things together, your creativity is going, and then you just write a song and you're like, well, that's got to go on there. And this will be the first single, which I'm thinking of releasing end of July or August time. And this is called Ain't No Place to Hide.
The day we caught the 2309, luggage shelf, cigarette rolling, red wine. Here resides the heir of railroad lines, cracked his skull and died on platform 9. Oh, educate your mind. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. Oh, educate your mind. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. Scientists and doctorates all agree. Rising sea, extinction, burning tree. Government and corporate disbelief. Profits scorch the earth beneath our streets. Oh, educate your mind. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. Oh, educate your mind. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. And it goes on and on. On and on. Here it goes on and on. On and on. A soldier fights but never wins a war. Be careful of the side you're fighting for. Tolerate no evil that you read. magazine, newspaper, social feed. Propaganda tints your TV screens, developing controlled society. Oh, educate your mind. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. Oh, educate your mind. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. Here it goes on and on. On and on. Here it goes on and on. On and on. John and Paul said love is all you need. I need something more to feel free.
There you go.
Superb. Do you know it's that
Thank you.
that last little section when you talked about John and Paul. I was thought about this about your last song, and I could hear it on that one as well. There's definite influences of late Beatles stuff. You know, of Yellow Submarine, of White Album, that kind of stuff. I can hear coming through. You know, some of that stuff. I don't know if that's on purpose or offensive or what. So I apologise if it is, but.
No, if anyone gets offended by saying that any Beatles reference, then they want a fish round a face. It's like
Well, I
the
would agree on
Beatles
that
were,
one, but you never know.
you know, the Beatles were great. I mean, they're not a huge influence, but I love them. You can't not. But yeah,
definitely a little bit there, I think.
Thank you.
No,
That'll be out in.
I don't know, folks, what we're supposed to do now, because I don't know whether we were supposed to run for an hour or 3 songs or what. So I don't know if Paul's in the background, maybe can give us a little nod in the private chat. Meanwhile, we can just sit here and talk about ourselves, or go in branches. You can just go ahead and sing another song, or we just keep going and do another quick song each. I don't mind.
Oh, there's a message.
Oh, there's a message. Hang on a second. There's a message.
One
Paul
more.
says...
One more.
One more song, he says.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll do another one off our EP. This is called Never Knew What Loving Was.
I've been down, I've been broken, I've been a miner for a heart of gold, chasing my tail, chasing the wrong ones, believing lies that I'm always told. But now I see how easy it can be. I've got your number on the back of my hand, I'm running to you just as fast as I can. Picture your face in everything that I do, 'cause I never knew what loving was till I met you. You picked me up, ended my heartache, and gave me hope when you shone like gold. You turned me around, gave me direction, and showed a love like I'd never known. And now I see how easy it can be. I've got your number on the back of my hand, I'm running to you just as fast as I can. Picture your face in everything that I do, 'cause I never knew what loving was till I met you. I've got your number on the back of my hand, I'm running to you just as fast as I can. Picture your face in everything that I do, 'cause I never knew what loving was till I met you. Oh, 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 oh. Picture your face in everything that I do, 'cause I never knew what loving was till I met you. Oh, I never knew what loving was till I met you.
No, that was lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, guys.
Your sound is just so good, man. It sounds so nice.
Thank you.
It's really good quality, isn't it?
Mm. But so did you two? What came first?
We're not together.
Oh, you're not. Oh, I am
No.
sorry.
Last time someone asked us that, I went, no!
Yeah, you don't sound quite so freaked out and disgusted by the idea, Jazz, but, you know, thanks.
I'm quite a lot younger. There's a bit of an age gap.
This is lovely, thanks. So, no.
We're all good friends.
Yeah,
I feel like I just opened a can of worms and left it on the side. I was just,
Yeah, that was a brave move, Craig.
yeah, I think I'm going to shut up now.
No, you and Han have known each other years, haven't you?
Yeah,
Like most of your lives.
yeah, pretty much. And then we kind of started playing together through church, actually, didn't we? We'd kind of all ended up playing in the same worship band, and then we it just developed out of there. We started doing this stuff. First of all, the two of us, and then the three of us. From there, really.
Super. That's a
Brilliant.
good result.
Was it one more song each, or just one more song? I wasn't sure.
I think one more song each is what Paul was getting at. So yeah, crack on.
We'll crack on then.
Yeah.
So this song is called "Leave This House." Everything started off okay. Things were going the right way, but I always had doubts in my mind. Things were done right. Please leave this house now. Leave quickly and quietly, just go. 'Cause you can see that I'm upset, depressed, and I'm tired of your nonsense. Please leave this house now. And you will never understand how it feels to be on the receiving end of you. And after everything we've been through, please leave this house now. Leave quickly and quietly, just go. 'Cause you can see that I'm upset, depressed, and I'm tired of your nonsense. Please leave this house now.
afford for it to end like this. Please leave this house now. 'Cause you can see that I'm upset, depressed, and I'm tired of your nonsense. Please leave this house now. Thank you.
That was lovely.
It sounds
Wonderful.
like one day we need to hear the story behind that song, because that sounds like it's going to be an interesting one to me.
I like the lyric "Tired of Your Nonsense." That's a great lyric.
Yeah, that's a good one. We might steal that later. All right, so well, it's been absolutely fab playing with you guys and meeting you guys, because we haven't shared a stream with any of you before. So that's a real lovely way to spend a Sunday evening. And yeah, so this song we thought about. You know, it's often the most interesting people in life aren't that sort of, you know, Craig touched on high-flying executives and all this kind of stuff. You know, the most interesting people in life are, you know, just the regular normal people. And this song was written in that vein. This is written about a diner waitress. This is called Waiting Tables.
Has a share of fun, has a share of boys. Now she needs a drink in a bar with lots of noise. Then she spies a target, a walking ATM. Other women shake their heads when she says to hell with them.
Captain of the team, really quite the man. Girls around his feet and a trophy in his hand. Drinking with the homeboys, time to raise the roof. Jamie only holds his own when he's drinking 0 proof. Come on in, take a seat, you'll be amazed by who you meet.
Though it probably ain't the life your mama planned for you.
Stop and learn what you see.
It ain't school, but it's still a degree. It's scandalized and fill our own tip jar. Waiting tables at the local bar. Mr. and Mrs. Smith away for the weekend.
One's at a party, the other's seeing a friend.
Had enough of champagne, had enough to eat.
I guess for them the next stop is the hotel down the street.
Come on in, take a seat, you'll be amazed by who you meet. Though it probably ain't the life your mama planned for you.
Stop and learn what you see.
It ain't school, but it's still a degree. It's scandalized and fill our own tip jar.
Waiting tables at the local bar.
And the secrets are all here to see. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Oh, come on in, take a seat. You'll be amazed by who you meet. Though it probably ain't the life your mama planned for you.
Stop and learn what you see.
It ain't school, but it's still a degree. It's scandalized and fill our own tip jar. Waiting tables at the local bar.
much.
That was really good, guys.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
lovely.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Your vocals go so lovely together on all of them, but that one was really
Oh,
really.
Yeah, I was
blends
just about to
beautifully.
say the same thing, actually. They work so well together.
Yeah.
I have to sing well with her, otherwise I get it in the ear later, you see.
It's not true.
It's not true at all. It's not true.
Oh, there comes the olive branches going out now. I think are we down to be playing at the same potential festival, Tennessee Twin?
Oh, you
I believe.
Ilfracombe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yes,
yeah.
we are,
We're on
yes.
the Friday, I'm going to say.
Yes, we're on the same night as Sarah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah Yo, who we talked about earlier, is on that night as well. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we'll actually meet like in 3 dimensions and everything.
Yeah, it's the Sunday we're playing. Say
Right,
we. It's me.
I don't know if we're still there the Sunday or not at the moment.
We're not sure.
We're not sure.
Depends who's playing at Long Road.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful?
Well, I did find it a strange weekend for them to choose to put it on.
Yeah, it was
Well, I
a bit-
found the whole process of the festival strange. You probably
It's interesting.
understand that. So,
I think it's a new festival from what I
Yeah,
understand.
it's brand
so,
new. Yeah, it's just testing the water, I think, to see if it's going to be worthwhile.
see how it
certainly
works out.
testing something. Just so the other people know, this is how it was for me. It was would anybody up for playing this festival potential? Send an email. Sent an email. Then like 5 weeks later, my name's on a poster, and I'm like, also I am playing. No discussions on can you play? Will any night times preferences?
Wow.
All right.
Well, the festivals that we've played so far and we're booked so far, obviously there's a lot of hush hush. You have to keep very, very quiet about what you're playing with all the festivals. You get booked for until their poster comes out. But that's another degree on from that. Not actually telling the artist. Never mind.
Well, it'd be nice to meet you anyway.
Yes, likewise. Yeah, absolutely.
And I've enjoyed everyone today virtually. I've just made sure I've done the followy, likey, clicky thingy.
Yeah.
Likewise,
Yeah,
we'll get
we
on
did
to
that.
it. We did that.
And everyone.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And Becoming Branches, next time we're down at the New Forest, which is relatively regularly. We'll try and have to look you guys out somehow.
Yes.
Yeah.
see if you're
Oh,
playing.
definitely, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
really cool.
It would be great to have the opportunity to see people, won't it? That you've streamed with. It'll be really cool, man.
There are so many. It's going to be brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's bedtime for me. I don't know about you. Like I'm usually in bed for 9:30, so I'm going to finish this, go and have my cheese on toast, and go to bed. This was the first song I wrote after when I was getting better. So I haven't wrote a song for years, and this is called "The Captain of the Seas." And I was working on this today in the recording, putting some bits on.
Told folk before she had concerns with a god, though he seems able, he is not. Now he's adrift to by the stars, held, bound, and captive by the storm. He's a prisoner to the captain of the seas. join the captain of the seas. Killed by the storm, forever set free. That's the lies told to family. He'll forever be with the captain of the seas.
Lovely. Thank you.
Really lovely.
Wonderful song.
Really lovely.
Wonderful. Well, massive thank you to Paul for putting this on, and lovely to meet you guys, and we'll see you all again properly soon.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks so much,
Thanks
guys.
so
Yeah, it's
much,
been awesome.
guys. So lovely to meet you all.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely likewise. We'll see you again soon.
Yes.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.